Hello there.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. In this video, I will be taking on an explosive purple belt and not one, not two, but 3 different black belts. But before we get into any of that, here's me going up against a 16-year-old blue belt. Let's see how that goes. This is me going for a cheeky ankle grab with my legs because why not? Here I grab her elbow looking for a single leg, but she turns her knee and kicks out of it. Here she kicks back looking to channel the inner ninja. I lean forward looking for a single leg, but she's doing a good job of keeping her hips back and blocking my shot with her head. I get up to my feet looking to set guard for an easy sweep, but she circles around. As I do, out of the scramble, I end up grabbing both her ankles looking for a takedown. As I fight for the single leg, she turns away again looking to kick her knee out. With her ankle, I pull her leg towards me, looking to finish the takedown, but she ninja kicks her way out of it. I transition to the single leg, which she defends by putting her shin across my hip, so I step around and trip her from behind. Here I get up to my feet to pass, but then decide to see what she's got. From De La Hiva guard, she gets the ankle pick and comes up for the sweep. From single leg X, I switch to 50-50 guard and come up for a sweep of my own. When you go for the sweep, be sure to look to the outside. Here I grab her wrist, step on her bicep, and sit to my butt to break the 50-50. And then windshield wiper my leg out, turn to my side, and use the sleeve and pan grip to pull myself up. Here I lock up knee on belly for a couple seconds to get the points, then I throw myself over her shoulder and end up wrapping up a Kimura trap. I then slide in trying to take her back, but she's doing a good job of keeping her weight on top of me. I throw my leg over her arm, grab my shin, and lock up a triangle from the back. She ends up tapping, but only after putting up a solid fight. We slap and bump, and we're ready to go again. This time I open up with one of my battle-tested attacks. She takes the bait, goes for the over-under, and throws her hooks in for back control right as I'm standing up. Once I get up to my feet, I go for the good old-fashioned being almost twice your weight back escape. I then posture out really hard because I don't want to hurt my little back, break her guard, and slide through into dope mount. From here I would usually pass to mount or side control, but the force is too strong with this one and she easily sweeps me over, gets on top, and then goes straight into a mount of her own. I decide to play it safe by going for a submission from bottom mount because why not? But unfortunately she's decided that arm bars are on the menu today. I'm now terrified of getting my guard passed by her, so I decide to stand up and fight like a man. Here I hit the perfect shot, but somehow she gets around it, takes my back, locks up a rear naked choke, and I have no choice but to tap here. As we tie up, he sits right to guard. This is kind of like what a cat does when it's playing with its food. He then bumps me to his right. As I pressure back into him, he carries my momentum over, sweeping me to the other side. Here I have a collar grip and De La Hiva guard, which I'm trying to use to keep him at bay for as long as possible. Sadly, he's able to smash my knee, pass over my guard into side control, and then step over, putting me in his mount. As he tries to step over from knee on belly to mount, I put him in my quarter guard and turn into him, looking to retain guard. As I try to slide my bottom leg through, putting him in my guard, he cuts at an angle and flattens me out. Here I grab a single leg, looking to get out of this position, but he times it to grab my gi under my armpit and over my neck, looking for a Bravo choke counter. And here I'm in a little bit of trouble and I end up having to tap. Here it looks like he's going to play top, but thankfully he pulls guard again, making it just a tad bit easier for me. Here he's playing a little quarter guard, so I drive my head into his chest, trying to delay the inevitable. Here he decides to throw his top leg over my back, breaking down my posture. As I try to correct myself, he throws his other leg over my shoulder, putting me in the triangle. From here, I'm really trying to posture out of it, but honestly, it's only a matter of time before he gets it. On that note, he readjusts, making it even tighter and forcing me to tap.
These eyes are crying.
And we are right back at it again. Here I grab his arm on the sleeve and in the armpit. This is a grip that I like to go for against bigger guys as it helps me cut an angle and keep them from putting their weight on top of me. And this is him saying, I would rather pass you than let you do that to me, dragging my leg across and sliding through into side control. And this right here is nothing short of me pulling off some full exorcism shit to get out of side control, turn to my back, and run away to retain guard. Here he gets the jump on me, looking to pass. I grab his collar and lock up a De La Hiva. He smashes through, eventually putting me in knee shield. Lowers his head to look for a smash pass when the timer goes off.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Here I start off by stepping in between his legs, lowering my levels, and driving my head into his chest to flatten him out. This will hopefully keep him from getting off any of those dastardly butterfly sweeps. Here he tries to put me off balance, but I'm able to redirect his hips and partially smash them for a little bit of control. Here I get off a basic smash pass. With an underhook, I drive my head into his so that I can transition into knee on belly. Here he frames on my hips, looking to create a little space. I counter by walking my hips high, running my body weight over his shoulder blades. Here I step over into mount. I then hook his hips with my ankles. This is one of my favorite ways of solidifying the position. Here he frames on my hips and does the stanky leg to create enough space to get out of mount and retain guard. Here he's trying to create space so he can hook my legs, but I'm able to step over, flatten him out. I circle to his head to shut down the frame, and pummel my arm in for the underhook to solidify side control. Here I step over into mount, Superman out, and cross my ankles under his hips to solidify the position. Here he frames on my hips again and starts shaking his hips, going for another stanky leg escape, which he eventually gets, putting himself back in open guard. But with a grip on his bottom leg and collar, I'm able to flatten him out and pass the side control again. From reverse scarf, I step over into mount. As I'm looking for a mounted triangle, he times it, hips out hard, and gets on top. From his guard, he tries to hit a straight ankle on me, but I have his collar, which is preventing him from doing so. I use that to pull myself up. I try to step around to take his back, but he hits a nice hip switch, which allows him to stand up. Here I shoot a single leg. He puts me in a front headlock, threatening with a guillotine, so I set the guard to get out of it. Here I use a collar and knee grip to sweep him over, putting myself back on top. As I try to slide in for dope mount, he wraps up a straight ankle lock and hips in really hard, forcing me to tap.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
We're at it again. I use a 2-on-1 on his arm to pull myself up for a sweep. He tries to hit a butterfly from here, but I switch my hips to flatten his on the mat. I then step over into side control and then slide through knee on belly straight into mount. Here I grab his collar and he immediately sits to De La Hiva guard. Here I grab his collar and fake 2 shots to keep him on his toes. Here I switch my grips to the cross collar grip, go for a collar drag looking to come up on a single leg. He's able to kick out of it and he tries to counter with a collar drag of his own. I immediately reshoot a single leg and look to run the pipe, but he's doing a good job of keeping his weight on his other foot, so I readjust my grip, walking my hips closer to his to get the takedown. Here I smash over his bottom leg, sliding through into dope mount. I then attempt to go into full mount, but he's able to time my movement and put me back in his quarter guard. Here I pummel my left leg in between his ankles to loosen his grip. I then grab his wrist and his knee and put my shoulders over his chest to see how long I can hold on to that position for. I then switch to the headlock and try to drive my way into him, but he's able to get a little bit of space under my leg, trying to take my back. Out of the scramble, he eventually retains guard. But I still have a hold of his legs, so I throw them by. As I circle to his head, I'm eventually able to steamroll my way into side control. With his arm trapped and a tight crossface, I step up to knee on belly. I then step over into a mounted triangle, squeeze, and get the tap. Here I go for a shot, which he stuffs. Off of the reset, he immediately pulls reverse De La Hiva guard. With a grip on my gi, he tries to shoot a single leg. I counter by putting my weight on top of him and shoving his head to the mat. Here I grab his pants, slide over his leg, and pull myself through into side control. Playing with fire, almost comes back to bite me. He throws up a reverse triangle right as the timer goes off. As a black belt in judo, he's very dangerous on the feet, so I don't want to commit to anything without setting it up properly. Here I pump off a couple fakes to see what his reaction is. Here I look to pull De La Riva guard, but he does a good job of lowering his hips, so I switch to a sleeve grip and come up with a 2-on-1 arm grip. This is a great way of controlling a pressure passer from the bottom. Here I use my 2-on-1 grip to try to come up for a single leg, but he steps out and chops my grip.
I believe I can fly.
From open guard, I pull him towards me with a collar grip looking for an omoplata attack, but he's doing a good job of posturing out of it. Here I want to put in my right De La Riva hook, but he pushes it down and slides his knee over it, putting me into knee shield. As he's trying to get some good grips to pass my guard, I push him off, giving me enough space to stand up. Guys, I'm not even gonna lie, I spent a lot of time this round on the feet trying to get good grips before I committed to any attacks. With a collar and sleeve grip, I step on his hip and pull guard. Here I go shin to shin, push out to create space, and stand up to my feet. Here I'm tired of doing nothing from the feet, so I decide to pull guard one more time. I go for the 2-on-1 on his left arm, but this time he wraps up my ankle for a straight ankle lock. As he tries to finish, the timer goes off.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Alright guys, welcome to a completely new section of the video that I will be calling Clip of the Week. In this segment, I will be giving you guys my picks for the top 3 Instagram Jiu-Jitsu clips of the week, and I will be reacting to them so you guys can get more of my amazing personality. Dude, my roommate's a Alright, so coming in at 3rd place for the week is this clip by Mary A.B. I suppose she just could have gone with Mary 1-2. So yeah, if somebody puts you in lockdown and they're trying to put you in the electric chair and do a little bit of stretchy, what you can do is just put them in a toe hold. Pretty good stuff here, especially like the whole throwing up the 10th planet gain signs, because you always got to rep your sets. So congratulations on 3rd pick for the week. And moving on to our number 2 pick for the week is this clip by J Flow Judo. Yeah, so you see he grabs the guy and just puts him over. This is one of those moves that, you know, you can see yourself doing to your little brother. You're like, come here, little squirt, let me try this move on you. Nothing more really to say about this clip, but man's got takedowns. So congrats. Number 2 for the week. Moving on to the grand finale. This clip over here by Erich Muniz BJJ. With a name like that, you know he's a stud. I could just watch this for hours on end. So Eric, however you say it, congratulations. You are the clip of the week.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Alright guys, so as you can see right here, ya boy finally got a laptop. Now every single one of my videos before this one I have edited on this phone. That's not even a joke. So with this laptop, I'm finally going to be able to take on the more ambitious video projects that I have in mind, add a little bit of production value, so I can now do sick animations like that one. If you guys want to see more cool After Effects like this, be sure to let me know down in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. I'd appreciate it. I put a lot of time into making these videos as dope as possible. And if you guys are new around here, I'm Jedi. I've been doing Jiu-Jitsu for 7 years, and I draw from that experience to give you guys quality Jiu-Jitsu videos every single Friday that you don't want to miss. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. If you want to see more of my face, you can also add me on the gram at Jedi_himself. I'll throw that down in the description. I will talk to you guys next week. Remember, stay consistent, and you can do anything. Bye.
They let the talk, I don't talk, I get it. Yeah, you know I'm about it, if it kill me, I'ma let it. Run into the bag like I'm so athletic. I've been up since 6, making hits like tennis.